If you want, I'll move forward with the reading of the charges.
Yes, that would be fine. I'm just looking through these records real quick.
Okay, Your Honor. So the primary charge on this is going to be from December the 15th. This is arrest record number 2358. The state would show that Miss Black Rose, on or about that, was arrested and charged with Title 236.1, felony count of human trafficking. And then also on September 26, 2020, record number 1923, Ms. Rose was charged with Title 487D1, Grand Theft Auto.
Let's have Rose stand up. Ms. Rose, I understand that you wish to enter a plea of guilty, no contest for the armed robbery charge
Yes.
or the human trafficking charge.
Yes.
Okay. What do you have to say for yourself on that?
What I did was wrong. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I felt guilty, so yeah.
And that's on the human trafficking charge.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the Grand Theft Auto charge, Ms. Rose, is that somehow related to the main charge?
I think so, if I remember correctly, yes.
You're entering a guilty plea on both of those, Miss Rose?
Yeah.
Okay, and you do not wish for representation at all? Have you even spoken to a lawyer?
No, I have not spoken to a lawyer. I just felt that, I needed to be guilty anyway. So.
Was what you did trying to having a hand in that deputy's kidnapping and being held against his will in poor conditions, was that all for the money, or do you know the
Yeah.
So it was all for the money?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Have you been contacted by these people that you were supposed to meet in this kidnapping?
Yeah, there was other people that was with me that we all did together, but since they're not alive anymore, so I was the only one that was alive around that time.
Okay, so what I'm getting at, Miss Rose, is the state want to know, before we consider any kind of a plea deal here, is whether any kind of incident like this would occur again. I mean, you have to understand these pretty heavy charges, human trafficking of a law enforcement officer. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I must say that it does turn my stomach that for a mere $600,000, um, that that not only would you value the life of another human being at that, let alone a deputy in good standing and serving with the community, and a command deputy at that, all for $600,000. I mean, I guess at this point, ma'am, we know what your soul is worth.
Uh, yeah, what I did, look, what I did was wrong. I know I shouldn't have done it, but, yep.
Your Honor, in light of her plea of guilty, I would move that the court consider at minimum 5 years in the state penitentiary, um, and court ordered uh, mental health evaluation.
Was there weapons involved in this? In any of these incidents?
There's no mention of weapons in the report that I can see, Your Honor. Well, actually, there is a mention here. It says when she was arrested, she was taken into custody at postal 1053 without incident. She had no weapons on her or money at that time.
Okay.
There's no mention if there was any weapons involved in the kidnapping or not.
There was actual weapons, but it wasn't on me. It was on the other characters that had the weapons. I was not the one that had the weapons, but everybody else did. That was there.
I'm sorry. I
All
have
right.
to help her.
Here's what we're gonna do. I'm because he's pleading guilty. I'm willing to dismiss any incarceration time on the related grand theft auto charge.
Okay.
You're gonna pay the full amount for both charges, ma'am, the fines and restitution. But as part of the plea deal, if you're willing to provide everything that you can remember about these so-called deceased partners in this scheme, kidnap and hold him against his will, then your sentence will be 10 years with possibility of early parole based on good behavior and successful completion of evaluation and therapy with the state mental hospital doctor.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, because the other is everything I said plus life in prison.
I gotcha.
All right. Any closing remarks?
Your Honor, that possibility for early release, is that after a certain amount of time?
At minimum 5 years. Hopefully, in that time, they'll have had plenty of time to evaluate her and do any kind of treatment program. And we can reevaluate 5 years if the doctors believe that she still needs treatment and therapy ongoing, but doesn't no longer poses a danger to herself or to the community.
I gotcha. Thank you.
So if my notes are correct, total fines is going to be $510,000. 10 years in the state penitentiary on the human trafficking, possibility for release on good behavior and positive evaluation after 5 years, and no jail term on the grand theft auto.
That's correct. Did you say it was 10,000 on the other?
Yes, it's 10 1,000 on Grand Theft Auto, 500,000 and on the
Okay.
human trafficking.
I misread that other one wrong. I thought it was a $100,000 bond for some reason. You'll have to forgive me. I'm jet lagged. So I'm going to amend with one other item. She'll pay $510,000, but the other $90,000 needs to get paid in restitution to the survivors of Mr. McCoy's family.
Okay.
Because as I understand, he did pass away from complications a few weeks after he was recovered. So I hope it was worth it, because every penny that you made is going to be going back to the state and to Mr. McCoy's family.
Yes.
All right. Then that's the judgment set forth. Bailiff, if you would take her into custody and start the transfer process. Is Kansas